Hey, this is Maginoni, and let's take a look at some previews. This is for the books that are coming out in September of this 2015. Now, as I was going through previews, I started off being in a fairly decent mood, and then I quickly got to Bitter Party as I was going through this stuff and just like shaking my head, going, you know what? In a lot of cases, we really deserve better than what we're getting. But let's take a look at what we got. Now, I went through the DC stuff. And as a whole, I didn't pull a lot of DC just because a lot of the stuff was in the middle of a storyline. And so, what are you going to say? Part 3 of such and such, battle continues. Nobody cares about that. And, there's a ton of new Marvel books coming out. So I figured we'll pay a little bit more attention to that since all of those are number ones. Okay, let's start off with DC's Midnighter number 4. Now, why would Midnighter number 4 be important? Well, because you got the return of Grayson and Midnighter. Are they friends? Are they family? Are they going to fight? Are they, what? So they're going to take down a bad guy, obviously. And there's hopefully going to be some serious ass whooping. I'll be honest, I'll probably pick this up. I'm really curious to see how this combination is going to work. Hopefully it'll be good. Okay, The Truth. Now, it's ending. But here's the thing that really got me going. Who writes this stuff? It's like, it says here, the Epic Truth arc hits close to the heart as dark secrets come to light, forcing Superman and Wonder Woman to question whether the relationship can work in this new world of identities revealed and questionable actions. Okay, let's put it this way. If Wonder Woman is going to dump Superman because his identity was revealed, that's pretty darn stupid. You know what I mean? It's like, now, if she dropped Superman because of questionable actions, if she dropped Superman because of dark secrets that came to light, or vice versa, that makes sense. And that statement makes Wonder Woman look really shallow. It's like, oh my goodness, Clark, we can't go out to dinner any longer because people know you're Superman. And I can't live with this. I'm just going to have to go out with Bruce now. Please, pay attention to what's going on in your damn stories. Okay, Batman number 44. I'm really annoyed with the direction the story took with Robot Batman. But this one might catch some people's attention because it is being illustrated by this guy named Jock. And Jock is the artist for Witches. And Witches is a freaking really awesome book. And this is going to definitely give this issue of Batman a totally different look and feel to it. And this is going to apparently tell the story of the origin of the new villain, Dr. Bloom. So something to definitely look out for if you're looking for different style artwork. Okay. I remember a while back, a bunch of people asked me about Blackest Night and the trades and stuff like that. So I thought I would include this. This is actually going to be a really special trade. In no way, normally I think stuff like this is just gouging, but this is not gouging. You got Blackest Night Unwrapped Deluxe Edition hardcover. Now, basically, what you have here is Blackest Night 0 through 8, but it's sketch work. So this is basically all the illustrations before they put down the color. So this is really targeting a very specific type of person. They're not, they're going to sell a bunch, but it's not going to be like, oh, wow, I've been looking for the Blackest Night trade. Let me buy. No, that person's not buying it. This is going to be more for somebody who's more interested in the artwork. And what I really do also appreciate is the fact is at least it's only $40. Some of these other books I've seen, granted they're much larger in size, but they charge like a crap load of money for it. So if you're looking for something different, like I said, more appreciating of art, you might as well pre-order this thing when you can, because this is going to be one that's going to be really hard to find, like a year, 6 months later type thing. I can't imagine DC is going to be putting this book out, like reprinting it and stuff like that. It's probably going to be, here's the print run, have fun with it. Okay, if you're wondering what Rick Remender's doing, since he's not working on Marvel books, and he has a book coming out on Image called Tokyo Ghost. Now, basically, it takes place in Los Angeles in the future. People are hooked on gadgets. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, the basic premise of the story honestly didn't thrill me, but because all I saw was Akira, But it is Remender, so there's going to be quality behind it. Now, this is the book here that really set me off here. Plutona. Basically, here's a description. Now, I'm sorry, Jeff Lemire, but because I know he actually is a really good writer, so I really do believe that this book will probably end up turning out better. But it says a brand new heartfelt superhero series. Who the hell wants to read a superhero series for heart-filled stories? We want to see superheroes punching supervillains. We want to see supervillains blowing things up, robbing banks, terrorizing the citizens, making threats of destroying all the mutants, and the superheroes flying in to save the day. No, what we get is a heartfelt superhero tale where some friends are out in the woods and they make a shocking discovery. A superhero died. Oh, God. I just wanted to go get out. Just get out. But, again, it is Jeff Lemire, so there's going to be quality behind it. So, I know somebody's going to want it. Honestly speaking, I will not buy this book, but I know for a fact people are going to be going, oh my God, this book was really good. Why aren't you reading it? And I'll be like, because I don't want heartfelt stories. I want superhero passion, fighting. Okay. If I want heartfelt stories, I'll show you a heartfelt story. I just got this wonderful tale. It's a story of this girl. Her mom went through a divorce. Her mom remarried, and she has to go to a new school. And she immediately attracts the ire of the student council president, which is her. And they become bitter enemies right from the beginning. And when she comes home, she discovers she has a new stepsister. And they have to work things out, so to speak, form bonds, and go through their difficulties of sisterhood. Heartfelt story. Okay. Next up, Marvel books. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, this is the Iron Man book. Now, apparently, my guess is because of the Spider-Man Sony debacle, Marvel believes Iron Man is their hottest property, which is not the case because Spider-Man outsells like everything just by itself. And it's basically the most recognized character. But Marvel's going to change history, and they're putting Bendis on this book. Now, I'll be honest with you, I don't think Bendis can save this book. I think with Iron Man, Iron Man's a very polarizing character. From what I've experienced, either people love Iron Man or they just couldn't give two rat turds about Iron Man. So I don't care who you put on it. The fact that you put Bendis on it, it's almost like two strikes because there's Bendis fans and there's haters. So you automatically are going to lose people who hate Iron Man, and you're going to automatically lose anybody who hates Bendis. So this book, I mean, it's still going to be a top seller. All the comic shops are going to push this book like you wouldn't believe. There's probably going to be a lot of incentives to sell this. I'll probably give it a try, but I don't know. I just don't like Iron Man for long. He's only good for me, at least, for short-term reading. Okay, A-Force by G. Willow Wilson. This book should actually be pretty good. G. Willow Wilson actually writes like female types of characters really well. It's probably not going to be this big superhero smash book, but I am really curious to see how this is going to work. Of course, there's going to be fighting and things like that, but I mean, it's not going to be like an Avengers, like world is going to be destroyed tomorrow type book. Okay. I will buy this. Avengers #1 by Wade. Now, this was in the preview book for Free Comic Book Day, and basically to me, this just looks like it's going to be superheroes in training, because you got Nova, you got Miss Marvel, and you got Spider-Man, the Miles Spider-Man. Hell, heck, you even have Jane, what's her name, as Thor. So it's not like these people are like new. I think I said no. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, the thing that really got me though was in the preview book, these heroes here had a choice between saving a man or letting him die and getting rid of or capturing Radioactive Man. They chose saving the guy and letting Radioactive Man live. And Falcon came in. He basically said that you guys did a great job. I was just like, dude, are you fucking idiot? What is the life of one man versus letting the Radioactive Man escape, killing more people? You know what I mean? It's like you're banking that you're going to capture Radioactive Man before he can kill somebody else. That's just like idiotic. All he has to do is just stand next to somebody, and in theory, he could potentially kill him. The amount of damage he can cause. And then there's the fact of you had 3 people. You could have said, okay, Spidey, you go save the guy while we handle Radioactive Man. Poor life choice. And I think that even though Wade is writing this book is going to be full of poor life choices. Okay, Uncanny Avengers, I have no idea what to think. This looks like a crazy group of characters. I don't know. This is probably the original Human Torch. This is probably not Johnny Storm. That's my guess, at least. It looks like it's basically going to be just like the Remender type book where you had the mixture of the humans and mutants, but since you don't have the Wolverine character, you have Deadpool in its place. I don't know. I don't get the warm and fuzzy from this book at all. Okay, then there's New Avengers. I don't know. This is another book too. It's coming up by this guy named Al Ewing, and I just don't. I know that with the new not the New Avengers, but the Young Avengers, which it looks like a lot of these characters are from, they hold a real special place, and to me, it just doesn't look like it's gonna be a huge blockbuster. I think if anything, they're just banking on the name Avengers selling, and because let's be honest, years ago this would have been New X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, and the other one would have just been X-Men. So, it is what it is. I'll get it because I like the art style, so I'll get it. Ultimates. I was not gonna buy this book until I noticed Galactus in the background, and then I realized, Galactus is not going to be a part of the Ultimates. He might be there for the first story arc, but please. This is what we call bait and switch. Something to cause controversy. Doctor Strange, it's by Jason Aaron. This should be a must-buy. That's simple. This is a must-buy. Plus, he's got a battle axe. Okay, Captain Marvel. This Okay, I am not buying this book. I mean, the last Captain Marvel book sucked. Let's be honest, it just sucked. But if you're wanting to ramp yourself up for the Captain Marvel movie, that's what you're gonna need to get. But I'm not buying it. Okay, Sam Wilson, Captain America. That way, in case you were confused, that wasn't the real Captain America. It looks like they're basically doing a Civil War type story where they both have Steve and Sam have different philosophies now, and they're going to be at odds. So, to me, this seems like it's been done before, and personally, I'd rather see these two work together. But we'll see. I don't think this is going to be as good as the Remender run. Hulk #1. Who is the Hulk? How about who cares who the Hulk is? It's ridiculous. It's like, fine, he's not Bruce Banner, but what is he going to be? In essence, the Hulk is about Hulk smashing. And anytime they go and deviate from that story of Hulk smash, it doesn't last long. Every time they've done, Gray Hulk, Mobster Hulk, Brainiac Scientist Hulk, it all reverts back to Hulk smash. So give us just Hulk smash, let him smash, and I don't care whose face is there. And I have a feeling, because that hand is blackened also, that's probably your clue as to who the Hulk is. Thor, it's Jason Aaron. This is going to be a must-buy. Plus, you're going to have to deal with Jane's, not pregnancy, but Jane's cancer issue. Scarlet Witch, that is the sound of nobody buying this book. Miss Marvel, I'll buy it. I mean, Willow Wilson did a great job. I'll buy it. Illuminati, Forever Evil, please. This is basically Thunderbolts under a new name. It's not going to sell well at all. It's just going to fade away into obscurity. Hawkeye, Jeff Lemire. This will probably do really well in a small little market, meaning it's going to have a small dedicated group of people buying it. Trades are really going to sell probably really well because people are going to be jumping onto the book after the fact. But this will probably be one to get. Ant-Man, Once a Criminal, same thing. This looks to me just like Thunderbolts. And Thunderbolts does not sell. Vision, he only got a book because he was in the movie. It's not going to last. Contest of Champions, please. Please. Don't insult me. Amazing Spider-Man, yeah, I'll definitely get that. That's Slott. Carnage #1, this picture that they decided to toss out looks amazing. I can't imagine this book being good for long. So, because you really can't do Carnage the way Carnage should be done. So, it's going to be sanitized. It might start off edgy, but it'll eventually get sanitized and boring. I don't know what the heck is going on with this. She can't be a superhero. Plain and simple. I don't think this is going to last. What I do think is, I think that they're going to make this book not what we think it is. That's my guess. Spider-Man #1. Definitely, this is Miles. And it's Bendis doing that, so definitely pick this one up. Spider-Gwen, definitely getting that. Silk, I'll probably still... Yeah. I'm iffy on the Silk still. Spider-Man 2099, Peter David. This will last for a little bit of time. It's not going to be in the definitely not the long haul. Same with Web Warriors. Basically just a bunch of Spider-Man characters trying to capitalize off of the Spider, whatchamacallit, with the, whatever that series was called. It's not going to last. Daredevil, this looks badass. I am definitely buying this. It's by Charles Soule. Badass cover. Guardians of the Galaxy. This looks like... I'm going to get it, but this looks like everything got totally flipped around. So I'm kind of curious to see where this is going to go. I have a feeling we're going to see a good dynamic between Rocket and the Thing. It's very sad that Gamora is not there, but oh well. Drax, who cares? It's not going to sell well. Howard the Duck, I doubt that's going to sell well. Nova, yeah, I'll still get it because I really did like the Nova run. Star-Lord, I should just not get this, and I'm going to try very hard not to. Venom, Space Knight. Basically, this looks like Marvel's way of trying to capitalize off of the ROM Space Knight, but since they can't use ROM, they're using Venom for that role. I have a feeling that this is just going to be bad, but we'll see. Howling Commandos of S.H.I.E.L.D. This is the type of book that I'd like to call copyright protection. You know, there's all these characters that they haven't used in a long time for copyright and they need to keep using them for copyright reasons. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., probably not. Uncanny Inhumans, definitely. I think they're going to tie a lot of stuff from this book going into the S.H.I.E.L.D. TV series into the Inhumans movie. Karnak, it's Ellis, so I'm curious to see how this is going to turn out. But I don't know. I don't think this is going to be a book that I'd continue to get for a long period of time. Angela, Asgard's Assassin. I'm really curious about this one. I might get this one. I have my fear, though. Squadron Supreme. It's Robinson, so it's going to have like an Earth 2 feel to it. My initial gut reaction is don't buy it. Because it's going to get canceled. Probably get canceled around issue 12 to 20. But I'll probably give it a try just to see what it's like. Extraordinary X-Men. Ugh. I don't know, man. It's by Lemire with Ramos, but all right, doesn't this book just look kind of like a mess to you? I don't know. I just don't know about this one. You got Old Man Logan, who's like, it looks like has a thing with Jean Grey, and I don't know. Uncanny X-Men. I don't know. I really hate Greg Land so much. His art style. It's just pulling me away from it. But it does look interesting because it's like all the villains. All New X-Men. This should be okay. Bendis is off of it, so it's written by Hopeless. I mean, for me, Hopeless is a hit and miss guy. But it looks like it's going to be like an adventure book, so to speak. You know, it doesn't look like they're planning on it being a hard-hitting story. But at the same time, I'm going, when are they going to go back home? You know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't remember seeing Cyclops. I did see Iceman. I don't remember seeing Angel or Beast. Maybe they did change the future. Old Man Logan by Lemire. 50-50 on this one. I really should skip it just because it's old. I mean, not old, but there's just too many books. And I'll wait for the trade, maybe. All New Wolverine. No. I respectfully have to say no. And Deadpool. You know, I like Deadpool. I like Deadpool in short bursts, but I don't know if I'll get this one or not. There's just too much other stuff, and that's the only reason why. But anyways, this is my previews book for September 2015. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Like, share. Let me know what you guys plan on picking up for Marvel. What DC books are you looking forward to the most? And we'll have some more stuff later. So until next time.